Hi everyone, it's Greg, and today's video is a follow-up in the little series I'm doing on working around the world for the last 18 months in 4 different cities for 3 to 4 months each. Today's city is Sydney in Australia, and there's a couple things I learned there as well. The first is that the sunshine in Sydney is like nowhere else on earth. When I came out of the airport at around 7 in the morning, it was just glowing. It was amazing. And I've learned since then that I think it's about the position it occupies on Earth and about how the ozone layer is structured. So it's just phenomenal. And the second thing that I learned is about kind of a paradox between how people in the business world there are dressed and how they interact with each other. What I mean by that is when going to any sort of business or networking event, people are just dressed to the nines, if you will. So similar to a New York, London, Hong Kong, business people are very dressed up in the finest of suits, shirts, whatever that might be, great shoes. But their interactions and their demeanor is extremely casual, if you will, just very forthcoming, extremely friendly. And so it was sort of a paradox, a contradiction, to see that as someone who lived in New York for many years. And I thought it was just something that was quite unusual to kind of have that contrast. And so when I went to successive events, I kind of learned to let down my guard a little bit sooner than I might, because I wasn't basing that on how someone might be dressed, but rather on how the culture presented itself. So those are just a couple of tips from my time in Sydney, and I look forward to sharing some learnings from the next city, which was Berlin.